What's going on, sippers? How you guys doing?
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Sips No Secrets podcast.
Woo woo! Glad to have you guys back. I'm really enjoying being here.
Same.
well, first I live here, but
I'm enjoying all this food I'm getting. I'm having a food coma right now,
yeah, you
guys.
look like you're having a food coma.
Food affects me like right away.
Well, all right. Let's try to make this a quick episode then, so we get some sleeps. Firstly, how are you, Ashley? How's everything? How was your week?
I am fulfilled because I ate a big dinner. So I feel good. This week we're just, moving things around at home for an engagement party. But everything's good.
Are you excited? Nervous?
Oh,
what are your
excited
thoughts?
and nervous. But I guess that's just how I feel every party. Like the possibilities are endless. What's gonna happen on this?
Yeah. How drunk am I gonna get?
I hope I don't black out. That's so bad, but it's true. True questions that I ask myself every time. But yeah. I mean, other than work, like I feel like work is just like I feel like a robot, like a hamster, like a rat. The rat race.
Oh dang.
But
kind of like in those shows or like movies when they try to really emphasize what corporate America is like with just like a black, suit and tie, and you go into work like a robotic, no personality. Do you feel like that?
yeah, I feel like that. But like, I don't really see as much people. That's probably why. And when you said that, I thought of Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah, I think that's what I was envisioning.
Yeah. But they always portray it like that because I would hate one of those jobs. But no, it's cool. I think it's just getting repetitive right now, but part of me is like I don't mind it at the same time.
Yeah, because you feel like you just go in, do the work, it's easy, done, and
exactly.
Then I feel that.
But then it's like, it takes so long. But how do you feel today, Daysia?
Today, specifically, I feel good. I mean, it's Monday. Isn't that crazy? Now that I'm unemployed, I actually look forward to Mondays.
Oh, really? Must be nice. I would look forward to them, too, if I was unemployed.
Yeah, because, I have, a full weekend of, drinking typically or doing stuff.
Yeah.
And then on Mondays, I look forward to it because, I still have stuff to do, with Sips No Secrets and, my other side projects, but I look forward to doing that type of stuff.
Ooh, that's good. Instead of how it was before.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
That's why I'm just like, damn, I like this shit.
Yeah, that's really good.
I just don't know how I can make a living out of it, Because right now I'm just enjoying it. It's fun.
Yeah.
And so hopefully I'm not expecting anything from it.
Mm-hmm.
But if it happens, that's even better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just living in the present. That's
good. Ooh, I like that. I'm always thinking, when am I going to start living in the present?
Yeah.
And it's just it's not every day, but it's some moments.
Yeah.
And the weekend. For sure. The weekend.
I feel like you just got hella shit to do at the same time, though. Because you have a lot on your plate with getting married and planning all of that stuff.
Yeah. I feel like everyone does, though,
Yeah.
So I think the thing that comforts me is we're not alone in this, but it does get exhausting. I'm just imagining when we have kids, how the fuck is that gonna be?
Shoot, I'm gonna milk that maternity leave.
Oh, hell yeah.
And paternity when Camille gets married, and then maternity when I have my own job. Anyways.
Nice transition.
I don't. That's my main dude. Oh, okay.
Well, anyways.
But anyways,
yeah, I say that too.
Today we're gonna be sipping on something new, guys, that we haven't sipped on this podcast since we started.
Yeah, sorry, I keep bringing the same drink.
I'm only providing seltzers too.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
What we got here is What is this?
You know what we got here.
We got beer. We got a variety pack of Longboard, and this specific beer is from Kona Brewing Company. Maybe it's just Kona Brewing Company. I have no idea. But the flavor that we're trying out right now is Kuabe, which is an IPA. And you want to tell them, Ashley, the alcohol percentage?
Oh, the alcohol percentage is 7.3%.
That's why she chose it.
Yeah,
There's like 3 other flavors in there, and she was like, which one has the most alcohol?
Yeah, not like which flavor tastes good or what sounds good. Which one has the most?
I think it's common for me to actually choose, because I feel, well, one, IPAs, they taste like very similar to each other.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so at that point, it's just like, all right, give me the strongest one.
Oh, wait, are those all IPAs?
No, they're not all IPAs.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I haven't tried this one yet. I don't know. Have you tried it yet?
I feel like I've tried this beer before, but I don't remember. So,
all right. Well, cheers.
Cheers.
I feel like we haven't said this in a while, but if you're a new listener to the Sips No Secrets podcast, we do encourage you guys to have a drink on hand so you could drink with us. It doesn't have to be alcohol. It could be water or, juice or something. Yeah. Your coffee if you're listening in the early morning. Yep. Happy Thirsty Thursday. Okay, we're gonna try
I was gonna say, or even if you're eating.
Or even if you're eating. If you're eating with
no secrets.
No, you're eating like something with the sauce and you have to drink the sauce.
Ooh. Spaghetti.
Oh, spaghetti sauce? Dude, that's chunky.
All right, cheers.
Cheers, y'all. Actually, I know I said that IPAs all taste the same, but I would say this tastes a little bit different.
Tastes like light.
It does taste like on the lighter side, but it's 7.8. That's damn near a double IPA. No?
I don't know.
Well, I guess it would have said double IPA if it was, right?
I guess. I guess so.
All right. So today is I don't know. This is a special episode to me. I'm pretty excited about this episode. Well, firstly, today's date is June 21st. June is also known as Pride Month.
Yep. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride, y'all. So that's what we're going to talk about or be on theme with today. I will be able to tell my story because if you don't know, I am a woman and I am married to my wife. So
I thought you were gonna say a woman.
I was thinking about that. So yeah, you guys could get to know me a bit better as an individual in that sense. But before we get to it, let's play a game. Well, more so Ashley's gonna play a game.
Oh gosh, I'm nervous.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just pull it up. I have the laptop. Oh, what's your password? The password she's typing in is no.
Did it work? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm excited for this. Sips to this. Whoa.
So for this game, well, it's mainly just like Ashley.
Oh yeah.
Well, Ashley, can you tell us a little bit about yourself in terms of like, how do you identify? What's your sexual orientation? So on and so forth.
Straight is my sexual orientation. I'm a cis woman. And is that pretty much?
Yeah, and then your gender identity.
Oh, like she.
Your pronouns.
She, her,
hers.
I was like, there's a third one. I forgot.
Okay, yeah. Cool. Do you know, this question's for you. Do you know what the Kinsey scale is?
Oh gosh, I'm nervous. Does it have to do with something about that? Like identifying?
Oh, more so your sexual orientation.
No, I've never heard of that.
Okay. So the Kinsey scale, and I'll read the definition of it. This is so weird having this screen in front of your face.
It's like you're going to see like us, like other sides of the wall.
So in 1948, Dr. Alfred Kinsey developed a scale for measuring human sexuality, which determined whether a person was gay, straight, or something in between.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah. Do you think you're solely straight, or do you
Oh,
think...
God.
This is more like exposing you.
I know.
Because there is a scale, and we're going to get into that too.
Oh, gosh. I don't know.
I'm just curious to know if like you've ever thought about it.
Oh, I've thought about it, but
Okay.
yeah.
Like, to what extent have you thought about Sorry.
I don't know. I would just like, I don't know, because I didn't really pursue like women, but I would always think like women are like pretty and stuff. And other things. I would watch other things. And then I've even, yeah. Like, I don't know what to say it on here.
So it's no secret.
I've kissed a couple of girls before.
Okay, nice.
But yeah, like, it's funny because this was, I don't know if I should include this. This was during the time I was going out with Carlo.
Oh, really? Does he know about it?
Oh, yeah, he knows.
Oh, okay.
He knows
How
about
did
all
you feel
this.
about it?
He felt hurt.
Really?
And I was like, yeah, that's kind of messed up. So, yeah.
That's a good response, I would say.
Yeah, I was like,
Because
yeah.
I hate when, guys are just like, ooh, okay.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Like, that's what I think, like, I thought it was okay because I would think he would think like that. And then I just felt like, oh, it's kind of wrong, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Wow. Good job, Carlo. But then again, there's also the case of where, I don't know, what if like Carlo was interested into like polyamorous relationships?
Oh,
that could also been a thing, but usually, guys react like, ooh, can I get in on it or whatever?
I think he probably thought that he would have that reaction. I don't want to speak for him, but I think we realized quickly. And like, I also, we've also like, I don't want to say this. I feel like I'm exposing him. But anyways, I think we came into agreement that like, we can't have another person in our relationship.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. No, Camille and I have had that conversation as well. Because I watched these YouTubers who were in a polyamorous relationship, and I thought it was so dope. Not in the sense of like, ooh, it's exotic, something new, right?
Yeah.
But I just thought it was dope because they're, paving a way to, make it seem normal. It isn't. I think it's a normal thing. I think it is a normal thing. Yeah. It's just like another type of relationship, right? But the fact that not everyone they don't see that often. So the fact that they're putting it out on the internet to hopefully normalize it eventually is really dope, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people who are interested in having a polyamorous relationship, but they don't know how to manage it. And now I'm getting a tangent about this, but yeah, that's why I thought it was super dope.
Or there's some people who are probably like, why can't I just stick with another person? Like, why am I? Oh, is that what you're saying?
I was just
saying the opposite, right?
I was saying the opposite of where there's a stigma about having a poly relationship, or a lot of people don't think it would work. Yeah. But it definitely can. I mean, it just takes a lot. It's a lot more effort for sure. I've never been in a poly relationship, but just from watching these couples, right? I mean, it seems super healthy. Unfortunately, they're no longer a threesome, but yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. So respect to any people who are in a poly relationship, and I'm curious to hear like how you guys make it work.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It is a lot of work to go into it, but I want to jump into this questionnaire that I have for you. Yeah. So the reason why I was asking you if you
sip.
Oh yeah, we can take another sip.
Cheers.
I realized that I kind of hell, I'll just put this on.
I know. I've never like told people that I've kissed another girl before.
Oh really? Oh shoot.
Except for like my friends.
Yeah. Now you're family.
You're my friends. I'm your family. But I guess you guys are my friends. But yeah.
The reason why I asked you if you knew about the Kinsey scale or where you think you would kind of like place on the scale is because I have a quiz here to see where that would kind of lie. Where you would lie in there.
Right? Where I would lie.
Or where you or where you would be on the scale.
Okay.
So this was generated by BuzzFeed. I found this quiz on BuzzFeed. It's called Where Do You Fall on the Kinsey Scale? Okay.
All right. I'm ready.
So first question, and then of course always take, BuzzFeed questionnaires with the, it's all grain of salt, it's always fun and games. Okay. Who do you find attractive?
What? Hold on. Is there like a scale?
There's multiple.
Okay,
there's multiple.
like...
So the first question is, who do you find attractive? And then there's multiple choice. 1, I'm attracted to people of both sexes. 2, the other sex, but I recognize when someone of the same sex is attractive. 3, I'm mostly attracted to people who are the same sex as me. 4, only people of the other sex for mine. 5, only people who are the same sex as me. And then 6, nobody, really.
That's so funny. That was a lot to remember.
Yeah, you can see it. You can see it.
What does attractive mean?
I think it's mainly like physical attraction.
Oh.
Is what I'm getting at. But you can take it however you want, whether it be physical, emotional, I don't know.
Oh.
Whatever you find attractive.
I just say only people of the other sex.
Okay.
From mine. I feel like if I took this quiz, this is tangent, but if I took this quiz in middle school, I'd be like, nobody.
Question number 2. Who have you had sex with? I think I already know the answer, but I'll just read them out. I've never had sex is 1. 2, I've had sex with both men and women. 3, I've been with men and women, but prefer the other sex. 4, I've been with men and women but prefer the same sex. 5, I've only been with members of the same sex. And 6, I've only been with members of the other sex.
The last one.
All right. Question number 3. Do you have sexual fantasy? Oh, who do you have sexual fantasies about? I've only fantasized about the other sex. 2, sometimes someone of the same sex sneaks in there. 3, I fantasize about anyone and everyone. 4, mostly.
That one's funny.
Mostly just people of the same sex, mostly. 5, I've only fantasized about people of the same sex. And 6, I don't have many sexual fantasies.
Shit. I was going to say, like, right now. I think it's the other sex.
Okay.
Yeah.
The next question is, with whom do you form strong emotional bonds? I can only connect with people who are the same sex as me. 2, I mostly bond with people who share my sex. 3, I have close friends of both sexes. 4, I'm most close with people of the other sex. 5, I'm exclusively close with members of the other sex. And 6, I don't really form strong attachments.
Probably the other sex. Right? Is that one of them?
It's like, who do you...
That was too many.
So I think...
Like friendships
just
too?
like emotional bonds. Like it could be a friend, like...
Both if it's friends.
Who do you feel most comfortable socializing with? 1, I'm comfortable with either sex. 2, I find myself mostly spending time with people of the same sex. 3, I'm most friendly with people of the other sex. 4, I'm only really myself with people of the other sex. 5, I'm only comfortable with people of the same sex. And 6, I don't get out much.
That's funny. I think it's pretty even.
Okay.
But actually, I feel like when I hang out with more girls, I feel like they're more understanding when it comes down to it.
Yeah, so you feel more comfortable with people of the same sex?
Yeah, but then like it's kind of hard because like throughout school I was surrounded by guys, so that's the only people. I mean, it wasn't the only people I could make friends with, but majority of them because there's only like 2 other girls or something. But I did hella tangent. But I did live in a house full of girls.
Yeah.
But at the same time, my group of friends was guys. So.
Yeah. So it's either
both.
Okay. So you're comfortable with either sex.
Oh yeah.
All right. Next question. Think about the people you socialize with with most often. How do you think they'd identify? 1, I've never really asked. 2, they'd probably all say they're straight. 3, they'd all definitely say they're gay. 4, mostly straight people, but I've got a few gay and bi friends. 5, mostly gay, but I'm friends with a few straight and bi people too. And 6, I'm friends with plenty of gay, straight, and bi people.
Well, if I'm being honest, I think most of the people I hang out with are straight, but I did in the past have like maybe a couple friends who were bi or gay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was.
So I'll say mostly straight people, but I've got a few gay and bi friends.
Yeah.
Next question. How would you identify yourself to others? 1, I would say that I'm straight. 2, in most cases, I'd say I was straight. 3, I identify as a bisexual. 4, most often I tell people I'm gay. 5, I would only ever say that I'm gay. And 6, I don't like labels.
What was the first one again?
I would say that I'm straight.
Okay, yeah, that one.
Okay.
I would say that I'm straight.
Yeah, I mean, when we first started, I asked, how do you identify?
And then my answer changes. I don't like labels.
What do you think of yourself as? 1, I try not to think about it much. 2, I've only ever considered myself a homosexual. 3, I consider myself a homosexual, but not strictly. 4, probably a bisexual if I had to say I was anything. 5, I'm mostly a heterosexual, but I'm open to new things. And 6, I'm heterosexual, always have been, always will be.
Ooh. I think the last one. Well, actually, I don't know.
I don't know the stories you'd be saying.
Because I think it would be the second last one if like me and Carlo weren't together.
Yeah, I mean, in the sense like, I mean, see, being in a relationship, that's a whole other thing from what you're identifying yourself as. Even though you're in a committed relationship doesn't mean that you are still not, open to trying new things. But of course, in case that you are in, that's,
yeah, I would say the second last one. Okay. What was it? What did it say again?
Oh, it's, I'm mostly a heterosexual, but I'm open to new things.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say that.
So the results are in, y'all. On the Kinsey scale.
Oh my gosh. You're getting me nervous.
What do you think you got? So
I don't know what the scale is.
Yeah, sorry. So there's 5 different options, okay? Mm-hmm. There's from left to right, it's exclusively heterosexual, mostly heterosexual, equally heterosexual and homosexual, mostly homosexual, and then exclusively homosexual.
So what did I get?
What do you think you got? Or what do you think resonates with you the most?
I think maybe something near the heterosexual.
So there you have exclusively or mostly.
I'd say maybe mostly because I answered those 2 questions.
So you actually got exclusively heterosexual.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And this is what it says on BuzzFeed. It says strictly heterosexual. You're straighter than a ruler wearing black socks with sandals. Every sexual...
black socks. Wait, hold on. I need to visualize that.
I don't even know what that means.
Black socks.
You're
Oh, I don't get it. Wait, can you say it again?
I don't get it either. You're straighter than a ruler wearing black socks with sandals.
I guess that made me confused because they said ruler. I understood the black socks with sandals, but...
Wait, I don't get that. What does that mean?
Like a person wearing black socks with sandals? I don't get it.
You're straighter?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay, that's weird. Every sexual thought you've ever had has been for a member of the other sex, and that'll probably never change. Your sexuality is about as fluid as the polar ice caps.
Oh, wow. I'm so fluid. I'm an ice cap.
So, yeah, that was that.
Cool. I'm surprised. Actually, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I mean, most of the questions that you answered were pretty straight.
Yeah.
Forward. I'm just kidding.
Straightforward. Did you want to do you?
Oh, no. I already know what I am on the Kinsey scale.
Oh, what are you?
I'm mostly homosexual.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What determined that, though? Do they like dive deeper? I'm just thinking about all the personality tests.
Yeah, no, there's there's actually legitimate websites. There's not necessarily a test, but on websites, they actually break down each section on the scale of like what it means. So someone who's strictly heterosexual would they don't really think about the other sex like that ever.
Oh.
Or they'll be accidentally homosexual.
Oh.
Which is a kind of a weird thing to say.
That is weird.
But that's what one of the definitions is. I mean, we could definitely afterwards dive in deeper to it. But then also for the mostly heterosexual part of it is that you're, well, one, mostly attracted to the opposite sex, but instead of accidentally, you're, what's the word instead of, what's the opposite of accidental?
Purposely?
Yeah, purposely.
Oh.
Purposely willing to do something with the same sex.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then obviously equally is bisexual. And then next would be mostly homosexual.
Oh, yeah.
Which would mean you're mainly into the same sex, but you're purposely mess around with a heterosexual.
Oh,
or someone of the opposite sex.
Okay, yeah.
And then, you know, exclusively gay is just exclusively gay.
Okay.
So I'm mostly homosexual.
Yeah.
And that is because I can only, I mean, I've had boyfriends, I've told you before, like I have boyfriends. Yeah. But the thing about that is like, I can only be sexually attracted to men. I've never really had a strong emotional connection with men, which is why my relationships haven't really lasted too long with them. But for women, like I can connect with them deeply.
Yeah.
So thanks for, cheers to that.
Thanks for showing me that test.
Oh, yeah.
Questionnaire.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah, there's no proper test, but for our listeners, if you're curious to, you know, check it out for yourself, I would definitely encourage you guys to read up on what the Kinsey scale is, because it is honestly interesting, and it's a good thing to understand that, you know, a lot of people say like, oh, I'm gay, or I'm bisexual, or I'm just straight, when in reality, sexuality is very fluid. Yeah. And then it's a spectrum, right? So check it out.
Yeah, we'll link it down below.
All right, now getting into the actual topic, I mentioned that you guys would get to learn a little bit more about me and my story of coming out and just being part of the LGBTQ plus community. So firstly, I guess I'd like to say, hold on. Don't mind me. Like, firstly, cheers.
Again.
Ashley's getting tired.
I mean, I drank hella during that questionnaire. I felt like I was getting tested on myself. Are you sure? Actually, well, just in general, like whenever someone questions me.
So about myself, hi, I'm Daysia. I am. Hi, Daysia.
Hi, Daysia.
So hi, I'm Daysia. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I actually don't even know my sexual orientation. I've always said I'm bisexual just because of the fact that I said I'm a 4 on the Kinsey scale.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I would say I'm bisexual.
All right.
I think. But you could call me Daysia. I guess a little bit more about like my story. Like, when did I know when did I notice I was attracted to people of the same sex? I don't think I never really noticed it until 8th grade. That's when I had my first girlfriend. And it was so funny because in 8th grade, a lot of my friends, we would be hanging out like out in the field and just having like picnic type vibes. Uh-huh. And it would be kind of weird because like all my girlfriends would be like, oh, they started kissing each other just for fun.
Oh, what?
Just for like, yeah, let's just kiss each other or whatever. I was like, that's kind of weird. What are you guys doing? They were telling me like, oh yeah, just kiss her, Daysia, it's okay. And I was like, I'm a pass.
That's
like,
interesting.
Yeah, it definitely was I'm now thinking back on it, it's just like, what the fuck were we doing?
Yeah.
So just from that, I was like, okay, yeah, I ain't into, all of that stuff. But then one of my friends at the time introduced me to her best friend, and her friend was a little bit more studish. If you guys don't know what a stud is, it's more of like a heavy tomboy. Definitely dress more on like the manlier side, I suppose. And I don't know, we just had like a connection. Like, I really didn't think anything of it. Like, we were just cool. She was easy to talk to. Mm-hmm. We became like real close friends. And then eventually I think I started having feelings for her, and I was like, oh, this is kind of weird. Oh. She kind of like said the same thing, like, hey, I kind of like you. Damn, that's so long ago, I don't remember how it went. But that's pretty much how I found out that I was like attracted to women. And it wasn't necessarily because she was a female. It was just mainly because I was able to connect with her on a level that I've never connected with someone before.
Yeah.
And so that's what I kind of like really liked and enjoyed. So that's how that came about.
Well, would that be considered pans?
Yeah, like pansexual.
Sexual? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Look it up.
I'm like, yeah, I swear. It's like by personality or something.
Is
I don't
it
know. Or
really?
it doesn't matter. Like, well, I just thought of it as personality. I don't know if that's the definition.
Oh, wow. Pansexuality is sexual, romantic, or emotional attraction towards people regardless of their sex or gender identity. Wow. I think I might be pansexual then.
Oh, shit.
Because, I mean, the only reason why I've, mainly dated women is because I was never able to emotionally connect with guys because, I don't know, I guess I was just talking to the wrong guys.
Oh, I
what I
see.
mean?
Yeah. Okay.
Dang,
We just
I
realized something.
realized something.
Wow.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. Sippers.
Yeah, that's crazy. But I don't know. I'll have to look into it a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then I'll give an update on the next episode or something. Or in the next couple episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, and that's just kind of how that came about. I mean, we dated for quite a while. Only broke up because the relationship just wasn't working out anymore. And then after that, I've messed around with guys. I would always alternate actually from like female to guy, female to guy. But the relationships with men just never lasted as long because I don't know, guys are kind of fools. I just can't deal with their shit.
Fools.
Bunch of fools. Just kidding. No disrespect to y'all, but I got standards.
Damn.
I guess I'm
Okay.
tougher on guys, I feel like, for some reason.
Oh, like you have a high standard of.
For men, yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know why. But anyways, yeah, 8th grade was when I found out. And then I came out I came out around the same year of 8th grade, or even maybe a freshman in high school.
Is your camera okay? Oh no.
So how I came out, I think I came out to my friends first. Well, obviously, because my good friend was friends with my girlfriend at the time.
Uh-huh.
And then when did I come out to my family? I don't know. It kind of like happened slowly. Like I wanted to tell them, right? But then this is around the time where an election was happening for Obama, his first term.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember seeing on the news that like Obama was trying to pass Prop 8, which was to allow gay marriage.
Yeah.
And I remember my dad was there and I asked him, I was like, oh, so what do you think about it? And he was like, nah, I don't think they should get married.
Oh my God.
And I was like, all right, well, that lets me know where you stand.
Sheesh, that's traumatizing.
Yeah. So then at that point, I just like knew, I was like, okay, I don't really feel comfortable telling you.
Yeah.
But that was like a different time,
Mm-hmm.
And so with that, I think I felt more like I had to hide myself or that part of myself from my family.
Yeah.
There was only like there's only one other person, and it was Uncle DJ, who's pretty much like a brother to me because he's the closest to me, and we'd always hang out. So he was the only person that I told, and he was kind of just like whatever about it, which was cool.
That's funny.
Why?
I'm just thinking of the story that you said. Was that guy?
What was the story again?
Where he was drinking with you the first night. Was that him?
Yeah, take that out.
I will. That's why I was laughing.
Okay, I didn't know why you laughed.
It's just hard to control it. Oh my God.
So he was the main one. I think my mom found out next. So my first girlfriend at that time, she lived in San Lorenzo. And I lived in Tracy. And so the only time we were able to see each other is if she came all the way to Tracy or I would go over there, right? But it wasn't often that I was able to go there unless like my mom would be able to pick me up since my mom lived in San Jose. And it's only like a couple of, actually now thinking about it, now that I'm older, it's quite far.
I know, that is far.
It's like 30 minutes, I think. Yeah, it's not that far actually.
Oh, is it really?
So whenever I'd say like, oh yeah, I go to my mom's and I'd be like, hey, can you drop me off at my friend's house?
Hella far.
Yeah. And there's this one weekend where I was gonna spend the whole weekend with my ex, and during that weekend, bro,
What?
I just had so many hickeys on my neck.
Oh, I don't remember this story at all.
I had like, I don't even know how many hickeys, but it looked like, I can't even.
Like 10?
Maybe. I can't even put it in comparison. It looked like, I have no idea. Like I got shot with a freaking paintball gun like 10 times in my neck. And I was freaking out, man. I remember when my mom picked me up. Luckily, I had this like black zip-up jacket that zipped up all the way to my neck. However, like because of the type of fabric that it would always kind of like slip down. Like it wouldn't hold still. So I was like trying to like choke myself, trying to tie it to my neck so you wouldn't be able to see it. But that day, I remember my mom picked me up and she was like, "Oh, you want to go go-kart racing?" And I was like, okay, sure. I just wanted her to drop me off home so she wouldn't like have the chance to see, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, "Okay, fuck, what am I gonna do?" I was like texting my ex. I was like, "How the fuck do you get rid of hickeys?" And she was like, "Just use a chapstick and twist it on it."
Oh my god.
Because essentially, what a hickey is, it's clogged blood, or it's like, I think it's like a bruise. So what you got, that's why they say massage your bruises so you can allow the blood to flow. So the same thing with a hickey, you would massage it, I guess, twist it, put like the chapstick and twist that area to hopefully it'll, make it go away faster.
Yeah.
So I was doing that in the bathroom once we arrived at the go-kart place.
Did it work?
No, dude. It's not going to happen like right then and there. So I was like, crap, man. I was like, okay. And she was asking me too, because it was really hot that day. I mean, San Lorenzo and San Jose, like that area, it'd be hot during the summer. So she was like, "Do you want to take off your jacket?" And I was like, "No, I'm cold." I'm freaking sweating bullets, dude.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, yeah, I just had to go through. I think my face started turning red because of how hot I was.
I could imagine little Daysia saying that.
I was like, no, it's okay. But we were just waiting for our reservation to go karting, and I remember we were standing in like the middle of the arcade, and I think I turned my neck, and my jacket had fallen down.
Oh no!
And my mom was like, "Daysia," I was like, "What?" She's like, "What the fuck is on your neck?" And I was just like, "Fuck!" In my head, I was like, "Nothing." And she was like, "No, really, like, what is that?" And I couldn't talk. I was so scared. I had I didn't know what to say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she was like, "Is that a hickey?" And I was just like,
hickey?
Is that hickeys or whatever? And then I was just speechless, dude. She was so mad. She stormed off, like outside, went to the car.
Yeah.
Was like angrily like looking for cigarettes because she was so stressed for the situation. I was like, damn. And it wasn't just us two. It was like her friend and her friend's daughter as well, or her kid.
Gosh.
So it was I was familiar with them, we were cool, we've been hanging out for all together like for a couple times, but I was also embarrassed at the same time. You feel me? My mom's friend was just saying like, you should go talk to your mom, and I was like, okay. Dude, it was so scary.
Yeah.
So I follow her out the door and I go up to her, and then she was like, dude, what? I don't remember. This part's kind of foggy to me, but she was just saying like, who gave you that? And I didn't know what to say. I said, I don't know.
Oh my god!
I said, I don't know. She's like, what do you
woke up like that?
She's like, what do you mean you don't know? And I was just like, and she was just like puffing her cigarettes like, was it a boy or a girl?
Oh, damn.
Because she knew, my friend that my ex.
Yeah.
They met obviously before.
Yeah.
And she was like, was it a boy or a girl? And I was like, what do I say? I was just like, it was a boy.
Oh my god.
And she was like, it was a boy? And I was just like, yeah.
Oh my god.
And she was like, no, really? And I was like, okay, it was a girl. And she was like, is it so-and-so? Like, say her name. And then I was just like, yeah. And she was like, all right, you can't see her anymore. And I was like, why? Yeah, she was pretty upset with me.
Because she gave you 10 hickeys.
Yeah. I mean, like later that night, my mom took me to our spot. It's called Brigadoon Park in San Jose. It's like they have like cement slides.
Oh.
It's a pretty nice park. And you just, go down the slides on like piece of cardboard.
Uh-huh.
And that was like always our spot. And we would never really go that often during the day because there's too many people. So we go at night and take advantage of.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, just us two. So we went there and she sat me down on the picnic table and just like, because she had the time to kind of calm down and really evaluate what the fuck just happened.
Yeah.
And she told me, you know, she didn't really care that it was with the girl, and that she just wanted me to know that she just doesn't like just no more hickeys, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Because when you think about it, I was about, what, 13 or something? Yeah. 13, 14. And when you have a kid, this is what I'm imagining, because I don't have a child, but when you have a kid that young, especially a daughter, right? Yeah. And see them just be coming home with their neck all mauled up. Yeah. Like, that probably makes them feel some type of way. So that was the part that she was mostly upset about.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I came out to my mom.
Oh my God.
I mean, the other stories is pretty short. My stepmom, I just told her flat out. My dad, I wrote a letter to him, gave to my stepmom to give to him. And then that was that. He didn't even really say anything back to me. Like,
oh, he didn't?
Yeah, he just told my stepmom that, like, oh yeah, I already knew. Like, I already knew he knew, but it's like, I didn't feel comfortable to like openly talk to him about it because I was traumatized by the incident of like the election. Yeah. Know? Like I said, things changed, and I think he just wants me to be happy.
Yeah.
You feel
that's
me?
Good.
I don't know. So that's what I'm assuming. But yeah, he's cool about it now.
Okay.
Yeah. And then for my grandparents, I never really told them. I just brought over girlfriends.
What did they say?
They never really said anything, no.
You didn't want to say anything?
No, I don't think anything really needed to be said. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, cheers to that.
Yeah, cheers to that.
Cheers. You know when you said it to your first friend, the friend that was friends with your ex, your first that was your first girlfriend, right? Or what?
Yeah.
So how did you tell her?
Oh, my friend?
Or yeah, your friend. You just said it.
Yeah, I mean, all three of us were close. Like, I mean, they were best friends. Yeah, they were best friends.
Oh,
I mean, I got some juicy shit on this whole bit.
Wait, on them too?
Yeah, it's not like, I mean, I'm not name dropping anything.
Oh, yeah.
So that friend, our mutual friend, ended up, I think, getting jealous of our relationship.
Yeah.
So I think, like, deep down that she liked her, but she was more, pressured more pressured of being straight. Yeah. You know? That's also kind of how the relationship fell apart between my ex and I, because, I just couldn't take the jealousy. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it was just too much, because we were supposed to be cool, we were supposed to be tight, but then whenever hanging out, be involved, it's like, she was jealous, like, well, that's my best friend. I was like,
oh,
that's my best friend. And then I was just like, okay, I mean, you guys could still hang out. I mean,
oh, shit.
But I think deep down, she ended up having like legitimate feelings. Yeah. And actually, like, after we had broken up, it ended up turning into that. Like, they started somewhat dating or something. I don't know. Oh, really? I don't really know how their relationship went, or I don't really remember, but yeah.
Wow.
So I was like, okay.
All right.
And then it's been like awkward since.
Welcome. Are they just awkward, or they're awkward to you?
No, it was kind of like, it felt weird.
Oh, okay. But they weren't awkward with each other, I meant.
I don't know how their relationship was. I mean, they had like a lot of drama between them, I think. I think their relationship was slightly different between what I had with both of them individually. Yeah. I feel like. But yeah, it was just drama at that point, and I was like, hey, peace.
Damn. All right.
Yep. Going through all of that, like coming out, especially being that young and coming out, and especially at that time, and our life, or that the world was in. Yeah. There wasn't too many people out like that. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. If I were to ask myself, did I feel supported? I think I'd felt supported only just a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't have a lot of like gay friends because no one was necessarily openly out, or they didn't know that they were gay. Because I know a couple of people that I went to school with that are now dating the opposite sex, right?
Oh, okay.
And so with that, I don't know. I mean, all the people that I were friends with, like, they didn't care.
Yeah.
And I don't think I necessarily even cared if they cared about it or not, as long as like they accepted me for me, because I think that's the one thing that is important to me, because that's me as a person.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, being pansexual, if I'm going with that.
It's up to you.
I know. It is part of who I am also. But yeah.
Yeah.
Haters gonna hate either way. As far as family goes, like I said, I didn't really talk to my family about it too much, about like my sexuality or how they felt about it or their thoughts and views on it.
Yeah.
I would say like my family's fairly traditional, and the future to them is having a nice, well-paying job, having that picket fence, type thing, starting a family and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay. Then there's just like other family members who just really don't care, and they just want me to be happy, and it's like, you're gonna do what you're gonna do anyway. So so that's just kind of how it was. But I never really had somebody to even talk about it, or really explore what being in my position at that time was like. I think that's why I don't really know too much about like sexuality or the LGBTQ community.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
I mean, I don't know that much. I think doing a good job at understanding yourself.
Yeah.
And I'm glad like now, I mean, I don't know how to word this, but I'm just glad it's getting better in a sense. And people are like spreading awareness.
Yeah.
And like making a community for the LGBT Q plus.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're also starting, oh man, I forgot. I think it passed, or did it pass?
What?
I think I mentioned this earlier this month, but they're just starting the American Canyon Pride thing, but I think it passed.
Yeah, it was on the 11th.
Fuck, yeah. I'm like, there's a lot of events, but yeah, I'm just.
And then actually, I forgot to mention this, but I think it's such a big thing for my family because for one, I was the first grandchild.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was the first grandchild, and everyone before me, like aunts, uncles, they were all heterosexual. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was pretty much this unicorn that just came into the family, and they're just like, what the fuck? This is like,
really, this
is so like not normal for them to handle.
Yeah.
But mainly on my mom's side, I think there was like people back in the Philippines maybe who were gay or part of the community, because one of my grandma's aunt's son, he was gay. And he was in the States around that time too, so that part was chill. But aside from that was like the only thing. That
part was chill.
I mean, just like, well, I don't know how else to word it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Damn.
That is true.
I need a free dictionary.
No, I feel the same way whenever
at
I
least
talk.
You understand me.
Like it's just I can't even put it in words. I was gonna say it's like disappointing and sad, but I don't know if those are the right words.
Yeah.
Because I feel like because of society's.
Yeah. I think when
pressure.
I mean like, oh, this part's chill. I guess what I mean by that is, there was someone else that I knew that was in the family who identified to like the same sex.
Yeah.
Right. And so, because obviously I couldn't find that anywhere else.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it was just nice to see that I wasn't like the only one in the family. Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, he was also like hella years older than me. So it didn't really, matter too much. I mean, it still matters, but
yeah.
Anyways, along, like later, like I would say after I graduated high school and I was already I don't know, I was like 18 or 19. My couple of my cousins came out too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But it was only on my mom's side.
Oh, I see.
Actually, I think all of my cousins on my mom's side. Because there's, you know, one of my cousins who's a guy. He's, I don't want to label him, but I think he's gay or something.
Uh-huh.
And then his two sisters are also fluid, I would say. They've dated girls.
Okay.
I don't know exactly what their sexuality is, but they've dated girls and stuff. And that's it.
You said all my cousins.
No, well, yeah, I don't have that many cousins.
But then the way you said, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. On my dad's side, babies.
Oh, they are?
I mean, well, there's my brother but I don't know. I have no idea what his sexuality is. I mean, he has a girlfriend, but I don't know where on the scale that he lies within. And then my sister, I think she's just focused on soccer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How old are they? Don't you? I thought you had like 6 too.
Mm-hmm. So I have,
including you, right?
Yeah. So I'm the 6th. My mom has 1. My dad has 4 others.
And then like, how old are their babies, or
so
just, like how far apart?
On my the one after me, I think he's the same age as Tiffany and Jordan.
Oh.
And then following my sister, she's 2 years older. I mean, 2 years younger. So that would be what? I think she just turned 13 this year, honestly.
Yeah.
And then I have 2 siblings that are the same age because that sister and my mom's kid were born the same year.
Oh, okay.
Around the same month. Yeah. So they're around the same age. They're pretty much the same age. And then after that is, I honestly don't know how old he is. I think he's like 10.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe even younger. I think younger, 9, 8. And then after that, I think the youngest is 4 or 3. 3 or 4. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm the oldest.
I'm
the
old.
oldest. I'm old.
What does pride mean to you? And how do you celebrate? And how do you celebrate pride?
Damn.
Cheers.
Cheers to that. Damn, this is tough. I mean, I think Pride Month is an important month, especially for everyone who's part of the community, and just because, you know, we're celebrating the existence of what it should be normal. You know what I mean? And I mean, like a lot of important things, it should be celebrated. Mm-hmm. I don't really do much to celebrate though. Yeah. I put an Instagram post and then, cause I mean, it's my whole life. It's every year. It's every day, every second, you know, what's it called? Yeah. Every month. So, but I think Pride Month is such a dope thing to have. Yeah. Just because everyone who, you know, falls within the community gets to come together and unite as one and just be our weird, unique, freaky selves and not care or be judged because everyone else just understands. Like, we understand each other. Because you have so many different types of, like, lesbians, gays, bisexuals, and, you know, so on and so forth, that we're all unique individually, and when we come together, it's just a great time. Hey. Yeah. So I usually like to go to like the parade and, you know, functions and stuff.
What's a question you've never What's a question you never get asked that you'd love to answer?
I hate this question. Oh,
that's like such a cheap ass question.
I know. I have no freaking idea, man.
Oh, okay. Well, that wraps up this episode.
Hold on, let me think. What's a question that I've never been asked that I wished that I would love to answer? I can't really pinpoint like a question. I can't really think of a question, honestly. But I think any and all questions regarding my sexuality, because I don't think I talk about it enough.
Yeah.
To like anybody, really. Because,
Uh-huh.
I mean, I don't think anyone's really like asked me anything about it aside from the basic, oh, what's your sexuality? How did you come out? You know, like the super basic questions that I've already answered.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but no one's asked me anything like deeper than that, like more specific, you know, questions. I think that's just because, you know, I surround myself with a bunch of like straight people. I knew you were gonna say that. I'm mainly around straight people, so it's like they don't know what experiences that, you know, people who are part of the community like go through necessarily. So I don't know, just I just like any type of questions, because I don't think I've really challenged myself to think more deeply about like my experiences or what it even is like to be who I am in my position, right? Because to me, like, I don't even, like, I know I'm part of the LGBTQ community because obviously, like, right? Because I'm pansexual. But at the same time, like, I think I feel so detached with it too. I mean, like, sure. I think I'm part of like a lot of communities, but I've always felt so detached at the same time. Yeah. Like, I'm a huge supporter. I'm an ally to many, but I just don't think I put enough effort to know more. And I think it's mainly just on me, but yeah.
I mean, I think this is a good step to, you know, learning more about it. Yeah. And in everything, like in every episode we do.
You know what? So when I was preparing today's like outline or topic, especially like the game aspect, I had already planned to do the Kinsey scale with you, and I was like, okay, maybe I should find something for myself as well to answer. Yeah. And I was going through BuzzFeed quizzes. Yeah. The title was like, only someone who is gay can actually answer, you know, these questions. Or there is one that's like, what's the radiation of gayness that you put out there to the world or whatever?
Radiation meaning like
how much gayness do you radiate? There you go. Oh. Amongst the people that you surround yourself by. Yeah. And so I started just like testing these questions, you know, to see how well I do. And so I was like going through it, and it's just like check. It was like a list of things, and it said check anything that you find like relevant or whatever. Yeah. Right, of being like gay or, you know. And I was going through it, click like maybe the second one, scroll down, and there's like, I don't know, 40 boxes there. Shit. And I only checked, I think, like 3. Yeah. And I was like, holy fuck, am I even gay?
You know what that reminded me of? What? The rice purity test. Oh. or no, the ABG.
Yeah, the ABG. But I checked a lot more boxes than I did for this one.
What kind of what did you check? Like what kind of questions were on that? You could remember, like what stood out to you?
Well, not many stood out because I didn't recognize a lot of them.
Never mind. Yeah. Just those 3.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was only one. Actually. Oh, okay. And it was like, I think the question was like, have you ever dated somebody of the same sex? And I was like, yep. I guess one thing I could share is I also consider myself as a STEM lesbian. So meaning my style is between a femme and a stud. Oh. Yeah. So you have your style-wise, you have your femmes who are more like the girlier looking type lesbians. Yeah. You have your stems, me. And then you have your studs.
Them.
You have your studs who are a lot more heavy on the tomboyish side, like more manly, masculine.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I fall in between. Okay, well, this is a nice episode. Definitely enjoyed talking about the colors of the world.
Thanks for sharing with us, Daysia.
Of course. Happy Pride, y'all.
Happy Pride.
Well, actually, sorry, before we completely, you know, leave y'all to the rest of your day, I wanted to kind of share some final words, like for the people who are, younger and just, trying to figure themselves out and thinking about coming out, or kind of curious about where you stand or what your sexuality is. I would say the best advice I could give you is to not be afraid. Maybe even talk to somebody. There's some help online where you could chat with a professional to kind of even take you through the steps of how to come out to somebody or to your family, or, really understand where your preferences are. And just know that being gay or your sexual orientation, preferences aren't actually a choice.
Yeah.
It's not something that you can choose. It's a natural thing, right? It's just like when you say that you hate bananas. It's not, you can't
exactly.
You can't change your taste buds, right?
That's true.
That's just how it is. Over time something might change, but it's not something you could forcefully change.
Yeah.
So, yeah, don't be afraid. If you need somebody to talk to, hit me up. Definitely would love to be someone that you can talk to about it. I don't know, man. But you guys get what I'm saying. Good. I'm here for you.
You're doing a good job.
Yeah. Ashley, I wanted to ask you, do you have any words to share for those who are not of the LGBTQ community?
Shoot. I don't know what to say, to be honest, just because I can't speak for you guys, but I could if you want me to, But
no, I'm saying how would you be an ally? How do you think?
I don't know. I just know that you're not alone, and is that what you mean?
So I want you to speak
mean?
I want you to share a message to listeners who aren't gay.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you were telling me to talk to them.
No.
Okay. So how would they support?
Kind of like what?
Oh,
to everyone else, what would you?
Just be a friend and educate yourself. Well, I didn't mean it in a rude way, but honestly, just be there for them.
Yeah.
And just hear them out and just do your best to
understand.
Be there for them.
I like
just
how
talk it out this.
Yeah, exactly. I think the best thing you can do is just try to understand them. Don't try and give them advice because you can't really, since you're not in their position. But just be someone that they can talk to whenever they are feeling some type of way. And I don't know, ask them questions, in a way. Yeah, just it's fuck, I don't know.
I was going to say I'm trying to think of the most extreme person. Just be a little more open-minded to other ideas than what you think.
Yeah.
That's what I don't know if I'd want to hear that.
For those people,
but
those people.
But
fuck you. No.
But I'm just saying, come on now.
We're all humans.
Yeah. Hope that helped.
Oh, yeah. Good thing we're not advice.
We're not professionals, guys.
Yeah.
And girls and everyone.
Gender.
We're just talking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Gender binaries.
Oh, I was going to say gender. Oh, wait. Is that the same thing? General, neutral?
Oh, gender neutral.
Oh, wait. That's a bad thing. That's what they call it. Gender neutral. They don't identify. Anyone, everyone.
Everybody.
Gosh. Anyways.
Thanks for listening.
We're learning.
Yeah.
And we'll continue to learn.
Yeah. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.